Hi, Eric Wilson here, independent licensed mechanic, 30 years of experience. In the next short while, I'm going to show you the inside story on this 2007 Ford Escape, and so you can all-wheel drive, so you can make yourself an informed decision. Coming in on the front left tire, you got about 70% tread on all-season radio, so definitely a good amount of tread left there. Coming behind the front left tire, this is the left outer tie rod. Now that's critical. It's the only thing that holds the left wheel to the steering, and that is tight. This is your left lower ball joint. That is critical because it holds the left wheel to the chassis. That's tight. This is your left rear sway bar link connected from here up to there. Now it's important to be connected because it dampens the sway as it goes around the corner. This outer boot, this rubber boot is full of grease. This is the outer CV boot. Now it's important. If it was ripped, to be grease all over the place. Important not to be, because it lubricates the axle going forward. This is the inner CV boot, and same thing, full of grease and not ripped. Now, more importantly, it's harder to see behind there, but very dry. So no indication of leaks there, which is good. Now on your brakes, you've got about, I'm going to say about 20,000 K left. Down a bit, but not out. Now this is your left front strut. Now these are your front spring, left front spring, and there's no cracks, no breaks. More importantly, this shock is full of oil. If it was leaking, you see it dripping all the way down there. That is bone dry. That's important. Coming into the left rear brakes, you've got about 20,000 K left on your rear brakes, so a good amount of K left there. On your left, your left rear tire, you got about 50% tread, a little left on the rear than you have on the front there, but a good amount of tread on all season radios. Now, coming behind the left rear tire, this is the left rear shock, good and dry. Left rear outer CV boot, good and dry. Left rear inner CV boot, good and dry. No indication of leak on your rear diff here, which is good. Left rear spring suspension, no cracks, no breaks. Yeah. Other than surface rust under here, I'm not seeing anything of any structural rust other than surface rust, which is good for this year. Your exhaust, no cracks, no breaks. Yeah, so far so good. Coming in on the left front tire, about 60-70% of a good amount of tread on all season radios. Coming behind the right front tire, then the right outer tie rod is tight. Right outer CV boot is tight. Right inner CV boot is tight. Lower ball joint is tight. Sway bar link. Right sway bar link from there to there is tight. Your right spring suspension, no cracks, no breaks, and shock is good and dry. No indication of leaks. Your exhaust, no indication of leaks. Okay, right rear tire, about 50% tread, a little less tread on the rear than you have in the front. Now, right rear shock, good and dry. Your outer CV boot, good and dry. Inner CV boot, good and dry. Your right rear spring suspension intact, no cracks, no breaks. Yeah, brakes about 20,000 K, about 20,000 K all the way around. No leaks on your diff. Yeah, this is other than surface rust, no issues that I can see. Now with my scanner plugged in, codes found 0, so there is no crackage, no check engine codes. You do have a crack across the bottom of your windshield there, but not in your sight of vision. If you so that you're aware of it, your dash nice and clean. Now I'll take you out and show you the condition of the motor. Okay, motor running very, very smooth. Show you the exhaust of the motor running. Nice and clean. Got a nice little hitch here. Now, one thing I always do is I take off the oil cap and I look underneath for any indication of white goo, because white goo would be a mixture of oil and antifreeze, which would be a head gasket, and I don't see any indication of that with this. So that is nothing but a good sign. Now, if you buy, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting these cables on the catalytic converter, because big problem is that people laying on the ground with a Sawzall, reaching up, cutting out the cats, getting $100 to $125 at the wreckers for it, and you got yourself about $1,000 repair. So I'm going to put these stainless steel cables on top and bottom of your cat, clamp them on, because remember, they're laying on the ground, they're going to hit the cables with a Sawzall, they're going to say forget it and move on. In addition to that, I am also going to be putting this on the motor, because a combination of this on the motor and this plugged into the OBD2 port The combination of these two are going to save 15% of your fuel mileage. I know, because I've done it for 30 years. It never fails. It never quits. In addition to that, I'm also going to give you 2 more of these, because you can put this onto your furnace, the fuel line, the natural gas line to your furnace, the natural gas line to your water heater, and this alone is going to save you 10% on your natural gas. Again, done it for 30 years, never fails. So not only am I going to save you 15% of your fuel mileage, I'm going to save you 10% of your natural gas costs on your house as well. That's if you buy. Hopefully this can help you make an informed decision, and I look forward to showing you the inside story on any vehicle you're interested in. Thank you very much.